Hey guys, Nodachi is a very difficult class, so I decided to make a build about it. Well, not difficult, but very confusing. So basically it is a very weak class, and you need to max out all your spells for it to be efficient. The game style, the gameplay is simple, and with some training you can become a very strong Nodachi player. Assuming you have everything maxed out, of course. So for my first skill I use Tiger's Claw, second skill Bloodthirsty, and third skill Monstrous Blade, which is only good at level 3. Same story for Tiger's Claw and Bloodthirsty. For my ultimate I use Avalanche because it is very powerful and removes you from stun, and coupled up with Monstrous Blade it can heal you up a lot. So for the game style it's simple. Against ranged units you must skip spamming your stamina attack while using Monstrous Blade to lifesteal. Against normal melee units you will use your other skills. Just as here I press lifesteal, here I press T to remove the stun, E to remove the stun again, and I'm done. So now you don't have spells to retreat and attack people behind you. And make sure you shift and attack when you're retreating, otherwise they will just block you. Nodachi is a hero that can be used by yourself, but it is optimal to always be close to your units. For instance, with Prefecture Pikemen, already meta unit, you simply go along with them and you will deal massive damage to the enemy units, all the while making sure that you don't die. You must not get surrounded and must pay attention to where you're going. For instance, if you get stuck, you will die. The horse is very important. You need a strong horse, 75k bronze, the black one, well-fed horse, and the horse attacks are pretty good on Nodachi. Here you see many heroes are trying to rush you, so you must stay close to your units and try to bait them into attacking you. And then when they do it, you just charge them in. You stun this guy, he's dead. Same story for this guy. And now you can fight him. Notice how I used my lifesteal in order to attack this guy. And make sure you never get surrounded, always attack people behind you. Here as you can see, these people are dead. And I won 4 versus 1 or 5 versus 1. And all because I optimally used my spells. So in this regard, Nodachi can be powerful. For instance here, assuming you're against melee, you just press Q, otherwise you need to spam your stamina attack, because ranged units cannot be hit. So as you can see, I've got excellent hero versus unit damage, hero versus hero damage, unit versus hero damage, and unit versus unit damage. It is very balanced and my stats are well. And this is how you're supposed to play Nodachi. Now I'm gonna show you my statistics. So first of all, Nodachi uses medium armor, so make sure you use medium armor and not light armor because it will make you weaker. And as for the stats, this is pretty much it. You're supposed to have the Guardsman medium unit. Buy as soon as possible your purple weapon, it's very good. And for the purple armor set you can wait, and when you have enough silver or can craft it, you just buy it or craft it. So about the stats, what I use is 68 strength and 33 agility, mixed up with some toughness for survivability, which is optional. And you can also use simply 26 agility and full strength. This is my stats for the dual blades, so, but it also works with Nodachi. Basically, if you go full strength, you won't have any armor penetration, which in my opinion isn't good, because most people use heavy units. So you need to have some agility, I would say between 26 to 33. As for the skills, as you have noticed, I've got everything maxed out. This is very important. For instance, you will need to unlock all this stuff to get this. And you can get Tiger's Claw at last, and just use Fearless and Steadfast instead until you get your Tiger's Claw unlocked. But note that this spell is without Tiger's Claw, you will not have a lot of DPS, you will not do much damage, and it's quite a waste really, but you seriously need, once you have unlocked all your spells, you need to play with Tiger's Claw, Bloodthirsty, and Monstrous Blade. What Bloodthirsty does is at level 3 it acts as a knockdown and also recovers from stun, and it has a low cooldown. You need to get used to aiming it and hit your enemy, or just use it to remove stun and knock down your enemy. It is very important. Without it, at level 3 you will be without any form of CC and very weak. So anyways, get Tiger's Claw, Bloodthirsty, and Monstrous Blade, and Avalanche the first ult. The second ult, some people like it, but I find it completely useless, because you need to channel it up and it can be blocked. This one can also be blocked, but in the chaos of battle you will just proc your lifesteal and use your ult and just heal up a lot. But make sure you only use it after your opponent has wasted all his CC, because it can be very easily interrupted. And also make sure this ultimate doesn't put you inside an enemy formation, otherwise you will get stuck. For instance, if you see you're beginning to get surrounded, simply turn around and keep hitting behind you. You need to always pay attention not to be surrounded as a Nodachi. If someone is behind you, focus him. Don't just let them get behind you. If units are behind you, just kill them. Otherwise you will not be able to escape. What I usually do if I get stuck is, because you cannot roll back, you simply must press shift and keep spamming auto attack. And hopefully with your lifesteal you'll manage to escape. So that's it for the Nodachi guide. Now for the units. I've got 708 points, so I'm using those. The prefecture archers are good, pikemen are also good, but need a lot of micromanagement. Just get prefecture swordsmen if you don't want to micromanage the charge, otherwise these guys are useless without the charge. Iron Skep spearmen are nice, but I don't like them. Squires seem to be good also. Otherwise, just of course spear militia and the spearmen, and if you can't use high level silver units, these guys, Iron Cap Arquebusiers, are the best ranged unit you can afford at lower tires. The only, but anyways, this is it for the Nodachi guide, and hope you guys can learn how to use it, because it is definitely a very unique class with a lot of lifesteal, and a lot of people play it, but unfortunately not properly, which is normal, because I was very confused personally starting Nodachi, because it seemed so weak, and I wanted to rage quit this class a lot because it was just so weird, but I'm glad I kept playing and found out how to play it, and now, as you have seen, the results are very correct. If you are on EUW2 server, make sure to apply to bannerlords. We are recruiting level 60 plus players who are active for territory wars, and right now we'll be focusing on war. We need to get our territory back that we lost to a huge alliance. So definitely join us if you guys want to fight. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope to see you in game, and good luck, have fun with Nodachi.